Hello everyone, welcome to my class. Today we will do the second class of limit. Last day we have already discussed the basic concept of limit. Today we will elaborate it more. So let's start the class. Last day we have done the definition of limit where the example was that fx is equal to x square minus 4 by x minus 2 where x is not equal to 2. This was the limit. This was the function. So after elaborating it, we have get if x tends to 2, fx tends to 4. Or we can say that limit x tends to 2, fx is equal to 4. So we can say that value it tends to 4. So if we draw the diagram again, so this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is 1 and 2. So from 2 it will goes up to 4. It is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay. So if the line it is, so we can say that for the value 2, this is the value 2. So if we'll take any value which is less than 2, or you can say that which is left hand side of 2 and closest to 2 but not 2, we will approach the limit or the function towards 4. Okay, towards 4. So then we can say that limit will be the left hand side limit, and that will be denoted by limit x tends to 2 minus fx is equal to 4. That means if we will take any value which is less than 2 but towards 2 or closest to 2, but that will less than 2, and that is goes from left hand side of 2 or lies in the left hand side of the 2 in the diagram. So then also we will get the limiting value of fx is equal to 4. So that portion means that function that will be says as limit x tends to 2 minus fx is equal to 4. Suppose any value which you are taking which lies in the right hand side part of 2. So it will tends from right hand side of 2 towards 2. The value of x which you are taking that is lies in the right hand side part of 2, or you can say that will tends from right hand side to 2. Okay, right hand side to 2. That will call the right hand side limit. Okay, right hand side part limit or right hand side limit. Okay, so right hand side. So from here if we will take the limit, means that will be x tends to 2 plus, okay, fx. So if we will take that value, you will get also the value of the function, limiting value of the function will be 4. So this is the definition of left hand side limit and right hand side limit. Okay. So next, you can say that so that is left hand limit, or you can say that is right hand limit. So it is tends from right hand side part and it is tends from right hand side. So it will be your left hand limit and it will be your right hand limit. So you can say that it will divide into two parts, that is limit x tends to 2 minus fx is equal to 4, and it will limit x tends to 2 plus fx is equal to 4. Okay, so here you can say this is left hand limit and this is right hand limit. Okay, this is left hand limit and this is your right hand limit. Hope it is clear. Now, if these two limits are equal, okay, if these two limits are equal, then you can say that the given limit of this given function will be exist. If these two limits will be equal, then you can say that the limit of the given function will be exist. Means without finding out the limiting value of this given function, if we will find out the left hand side value of the given left hand side limit of the given function and right hand side of the limit of the given function, if you will find it, and if they both are exist and they are equal, then only you can say that the given limit of the given function will exist. So what will be when it will exist, then limit x tends to a fx exist at x is equal to a if, first point, limit x tends to a minus fx and limit x tends to a plus fx both exist and limit x tends to a minus fx is equal to limit x tends to a plus fx are equal. So these 2 points should be followed for finding out limiting value of any function. Okay, hope it is clear to all. Now we have to note down some properties of limit. Using that property, we will solve the sums. Okay, so hope if you have note down this portion. This is the concept of limit only. Okay. Then I'm erasing this. So also you can say that if these two are exist, suppose limit of a tends to a, sorry, x tends to a minus fx is equal to L1 and limit x tends to a plus fx is L2. Then if the limit exists, then you can say that L1 is equal to L2. Means exist means you have to get a finite value of the limits. Okay. So I am erasing this. Now note down some properties. So properties are, first one, limit x tends to a f1x plus or minus f2x plus or minus f3x continuation. That should be equal to limit x tends to a f1x plus or minus limit continuation. This is the first property. And what is the second property? The second property is limit x tends to a f1x dot f2x dot f3x continuation, that is equal to limit x tends to a f1x limit x tends to a f2x limit x tends to a f3x and continuation. Okay. So limit of the whole product of the function can be written as the product of individual limits. Okay, product of individual limits. Same for the addition and subtraction also. And for the division also, limit x tends to a fx by phi x is equal to limit x tends to a fx by limit x tends to a phi x. Okay, where it should be clearly that limit phi x should not be equal to 0. Okay, should not be equal to 0. And last one, that is limit x tends to a phi of fx should be equal to phi of limit x tends to a fx. Okay, limit x tends to a phi of fx should be equal to phi of limit x tends to a fx. Okay, these are the some important properties that you have to know and you have to revise it also for doing the sums. Some more properties also there that also I will make to write you. So first note down this. Hope it is noted to you. We have noted it. Okay. Now I am moving to the next part. Next properties. First one, limit x tends to a x to the power n by a to the power n by x minus a is equal to n a to the power n minus 1. For second one, limit x tends to 0 1 plus x whole to the power n minus 1 by x is equal to n. Now third one, limit x tends to 0 sin x by x is equal to 1. Okay. Now fourth one, limit x tends to 0 e to the power x minus 1 by x is equal to again 1. Now limit x tends to 0 log of e 1 plus x is by x is equal to 1. Okay, this properties, this formulas you also can say, or the properties or abbreviation you can say, you have to remember it for doing the sum. Limit x tends to 0 1 plus x 1 by x should be equal to e, or limit x tends to 0 a to the power x minus 1 by x should be equal to log of e base a x. Okay, e base a, where a is greater than 0. Okay, and for the last one, that is number 8, that is limit x tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by x power n, x power x should be equal to e. This is the last property. So this 8 properties you should remember to solve the sums of the limits. So please note it down and make it learn, and proof also given in the book. You go through it. If you having any doubt to understand it, you may ping in the comment box. I will elaborate that these formulas also. Okay, and we will go to the exercise. In the next day we will do some solve sums. So hope it is clear to all. If you having any doubts or any doubts in the other chapters which you want to learn from me, please write in the comment box that this chapter, the lecture of this chapter you needed, then I will do it. Okay. So today's class is up to this only. Bye bye.